And it's just something, like, weird to think about the way that we have to adjust our mindset. Cindy, you and I, especially, like, as Asian women, not only are we Asian right now, but we're also women. So we were already thinking about this, and a lot has happened recently. A lot of awareness has been centered around the sexualization of women in general and the harassment. And then on top of that, you have the aspect that we're Asian, and there's this whole idea of, like, the fetishization of Asian women that is awful. And, you know, like mail order brides and stuff like that. And just, it adds a whole other layer of it.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting. Like
And
what
it's
I was
just sad
talking
to
about
see.
earlier. Oh yeah.
Oh, do you
Um,
want?
oh sorry. I was just gonna add on
Don't worry.
like what I was talking about earlier, like about my personality and how it kind of matches the stereotype. Um, but I mean, because my personality almost matched the stereotype that people had, um, because I was like quite introverted, um, it feeds into the idea that Asian women are submissive and able, like, they'll do anything you tell them to, which is disgusting.
Yeah.
And that feeds into the fetishization. And I have a little story, actually. So it's kind of funny. I had a coworker text me. I had a coworker text me like, "Hey, where can I meet Asian women like to date? Sorry if that's racist." And I just said, "Yeah, it's pretty racist because you're feeding into the idea of like, first of all, yellow fever, gross, and the only reason you have a strong preference with Asian women um is because you're assuming that all Asian women are quiet and submissive and will do anything you tell them to. And that is why Asian women can be so appealing, because people have
Yeah.
controlling issues. Which is terrible. That was embarrassing to hear. Like, that text happened like 1 or 2 weeks ago when
Yeah,
all
it was
this
pretty recent.
Asian American hate.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
It was,
Yeah, and, like, to go off of that a little bit, like, I have had friends say that there's nothing wrong with it because they just don't understand the issue of fetishizing a certain race or a certain group of people. Their argument is, well, what if it's just a type, right? What if someone likes that that type of complexion or hair texture or hair color or the features associated with that? And I had to explain to them that there's a difference between liking someone for their race and liking someone for their physical attributes or their personality, because the latter can cross racial lines. It can go into any group, versus a race is a race, and that is not something to be changed. And the fact that you are sexualizing
Yeah.
it, like Cindy said, based on, like, submissiveness, how quiet they are, or it's just insane. It's just crazy, and it's messed up on so many levels.